Welcome back to my underground pit of counting cash. I'm Hybridsteel, and today I've got a pile of stuff I need to sort out because getting low again, you know? Can't do any big missions if I haven't got any cash. So we've got to go through all of this crap. I don't know how much is here. Honestly, I've got problems. I just keep hoarding like big bags of stuff and then be like, yeah, we're cool. Oh no, come back here. No. Actually, this looks dry. That's okay then. All right, I don't have to wash this money. All right, that's good. On the plus side, yes, it's dry money. On the downside, it's everywhere. All right. Oh no, they're pink chips. Yeah. So there's a mix of yen and dollary-doos in there, so that's good. That's made my life so much easier today. Now we're going to put these pink things in a box. I don't know what they are. They're just like broken chips, but kind of just get rid of them. Yay. Okay, so that's one bag that's empty. I can chuck that over into the big stash of stuff I've accumulated. Okay, so I've done a couple of side missions since. Lots of them have been asking for small boxes recently, so I'm kind of depleting my small blocks collection. It's kind of annoying because I kind of like, I don't mind small boxes. This looks like a well-used sports bag. Lots of dry money, lots of bound up money as well. Oh, poo. Look, jump up on the washing machine, we'll be fine then. You know what? I'm going to wash all of this money. I'm going to wash it several times, just in case. Actually, no, I'm just going to wash it all. I don't care. Haha! What a good way of sorting out the pink things. Out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. That was this bag. I'll throw it down there for now. It can stay there. What's in this bag? Money and bullets. Yes, I am being selective with what I take. I don't want like muddy money. Not yet. Is that everything? Yeah, apparently it is. That's a nice bag, that one. Okay, dry box number one. Looks like wet cash though. I'm just about to wash a necklace apparently. Okay, right. Shut the washing machine. Okay, time to put all the bags this way that I'm using right now. Thankfully, this does rejuvenate my my sports bag collection. The downside is I do need to like resort my space out. Like I know I keep saying it, but I really do need like new racking to help me keep things organized. Hey, a little box. Hey. Oh no, it's not a little box. It's one of these. I'm gonna have to start using these ones up. I've accumulated quite a few. Are we done? 30 seconds? Fantastic. Pull the lever, Crunk. Excellent. 30-second blow dry. Fantastic. And another necklace. I've got to be honest. I'm kind of like, I might have to just, it's a shame I can't put them on the wall. You know? You know, just have a wall of like, nice necklaces that I've acquired over my time. If there is a developer or somebody watching, we want a display piece that for all the stuff that we put on, like, you know, for all the things like necklaces and earrings and random bits of jewelry. I've got nowhere to put these. Just lay them on a step and be happy. Right, now I've got the arduous task of doing this. Now the plus side to washing all the money and making sure that it's all clean. I mean, yeah, okay, if it's still got like marks and stuff on it, it's still got marks on it. The next row of like inspection is literally running it all through the sorters, so it's all fun and games. I just got to do this for a long time because there's lots and lots of money here. Who loves the money? I do. We'll let it load. So the one thing they did with this game is instead of like just mounting like instead of stacking one note at a time, which did get a little bit pain in the butt ski, they basically changed it so it would load layers, and loading layers is completely fine. I haven't got a problem with loading layers at all. It's just when you're stacking up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of notes, you've got to wait a little bit when it gets near the top. And there's a lot in here. I've got to be honest, I actually didn't expect this much to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on doing all this for a little while, and I'll be back here in a jiffy with the next phase, because I've got to be honest, you guys aren't going to want to watch me do this over and over again until I've finished every single note. So that's 2 pallets of money, and then what I've got, I've still got all that to do and all that to do. Give me a minute, I'll be back as soon as I can be. Okay, so I am finished, done all my washing, done all my drying. I got myself a spare few containers and a new barrel. I don't know why, I've never had a mission that involves using a barrel before, but there we go. Anyways, so I have come up with 5.5 pallets of cash, nearly 6. And that's going to take me a long time to sort through. Genuinely, I'm going to be like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm just going to keep going. So all of this has to be put through the ringer. And the reason why is because I don't trust the counting machines. I don't trust anything else. I'll do it myself. So I'm going to put the whole lot through the sorters, get it all bundled up and get it stacked. And then that'll be fun. And then that'll be fine. Now, admittedly, I have been thinking over my setup over the last few days. Now, I've been speaking to other people who play this game. Some people have like said, yeah, oh, you know, I set up a couple of machines and I have this, that and the other, and I'm genuinely actually, that's a pretty cool way of doing it. So instead of just using one machine like I do, you have several doing, you know, all different bundles, which I could completely get behind. I might have to look into doing that as well. Downside is room. I like this room. I like being here. So I either have to do something different with the way I've set things up here, or do it a little bit weirdly. I'll think of a solution maybe. I don't know yet. I mean, I do have enough room to put 3 machines in front of me. I would just have to use another table for like the UV lights and the knives and the cling film and that sort of thing. So nothing too major. There was one guy I spoke to, I can't remember his name, so if you're watching this, thank you very much for the idea. It's kind of like a worm in the back of my head. And what he does is he takes all of the money, sticks it on pallets, sends it up onto that second floor where he's got sorting machines and money chutes. And the money chutes sort the machines down onto here, so you can just get dollars, or you get like X amount, or you get this amount, and then you bundle it up down here. I'm like, that's amazing. So I think that's kind of like the extreme way of doing things. I probably won't go down that route, but having the idea of having 3 separate machines genuinely has got me kind of, maybe that's something I should look into. The only problem is dollars. Obviously, like the dollar missions, they have 4 sets of notes instead of 3, which is kind of annoying. But apart from that, I'm okay. So now, yeah, my entire next part is I've got to sort through 6 pallets of cash, get it all like done through here, and then the next step is counting it all. So I'm hoping we don't get so many notes. What I want to do actually, where's my wood? I need another pallet. Let me just grab a pallet. Now the reason why this one's really heavy, so the reason why I'm going to be using another pallet is because I need to, if I get loads and loads of like fake notes, or not fake notes, like marked notes, then I'm going to put them on here. And then I'll just ship them down the other side. So if any of these turn into marked notes, I'll go from there. Obviously, as it gets darker, this becomes better and I can see them as they go through the machine, so I'll know if they're there or not. Chances are I might have like 6 pallets of notes where there's nothing on there. I still have to check them all because, well, reasons. So yeah, I'm just going to start this off now. And there we go. I'm just going to let it all pile up and be happy. So if you are enjoying this video, hit the like, subscribe and notification button below. I will be doing a few more of these. Definitely will invest in a couple of more counting machines. That's now like a brain worm. I don't know if I want to take this anymore to another, like an extreme of like sorting out. I think that's just too much work for me because I'm lazy. But you never know. I might change my tune and try something different and experiment with something. But we'll have to really think about that. Okay, let me go through all of this stuff, and I'll be back with you in just a minute when we've done it all and we've gone through every single stack and I've made sure that nothing's fake or counterfeit or marked notes. And man, this is going to take a long time. Fun and games for the whole family. Okay, I don't know if anybody else has had this, but I've got a strange note. Now, this $50 note, I'm going to put to one side, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how a normal route works, right? We push this button, we push this button, we push this button, and we push this button. And the whole thing works normally, you know, no issues whatsoever. As you can see, it's a full line, it's sorting itself out. I haven't got a problem. Also, I will say that I've actually found like marked notes in this mission. I'm excited because I haven't found marked notes for quite some time. So as you can see, it's working normally. No issues whatsoever. Apart from this one note. I'll show you what I mean by it in a minute. Okay, no issues whatsoever, right? So this one note, ready? Watch this. So I'm going to pop it in here. Start. Amazing, ready? And again. And it falls to one side. Now, I'm going to pop it in again. I'm going to push it again. And it falls to one side. And it's just this one note. I've never seen this before. This is amazing. I've never seen something act so strange ever before in my life in a game. And it's just this one note. So you know what? I'm not going to cash this note in. I'm going to put it on my chair. This note is special. And I don't know why. Unless it's not real. I mean, it's a genuinely $50 note. But this is so weird. 1, 2, falls to one side. Right, I'm dubbing this the special note chair. Because that's really obscure. Anyways, my box is dry now. That was good. I'm gonna go and put this over the other boxes. I was waiting for this one to dry because I didn't put it through the dryer. So far, yeah, I've had to start up a new palette because these ones are game related notes. So, not game related. They are FDI. So I've put those there. Yeah. I'm actually finding actual marked notes. Amazing. So I'm going to carry on sorting. I've still got 2.5 pallets of cash to go, and then I'm going to buy another big machine and then another big machine. I'm going to go for now. I've got to try and figure out a way of sorting I've got to find a way of sorting out if I was to get a couple of these machines, I've got to find a way of putting them in line somewhere that I can put a trolley next to them so they can keep all the counterfeit stuff to one side as well. Not sure how I'm going to do this yet, but I'll figure it out eventually, maybe. See in a minute. Okay, so I got kind of distracted. I've been sorting stuff out, which honestly kind of takes away some of the monotony of playing this game sometimes. So there you go. Racking's extra good. It looks better. It's all right. Anyway, so I've got 6 and a little bit pallets of money. Basically, I've taken all my spare cash from here, put it all onto here, and we're all good. I've now got 2 counters, which means I'm going to need more tape, which is going to be... So I'm going to need a lot more tape, which is fine. And then I'm going to need one more final counter. And the final counter is basically for sorting through American. So American money is going to be done on this one. I'm going to put another pallet out here. This pallet is literally just to keep money coming from here onto here, and then I'm going to put another pallet here and another pallet there. Doesn't mean I need a few more pallets. I can't be honest, you end up using a lot of pallets in this game. Right, so I need 2 more pallets, 1 more counting machine. Fun and games for the whole family. So back over to the black market. I've spent so much money. I need 2 of these. Buy now. and I need another counting machine. I've had to wait quite a lot of time to get another counting machine, because once you buy one, you get stuck on like you get stuck on the it's now in reorder, and it's like, okay, cool, now I've got to wait forever until it turns up. Now within that time, I did try to kind of figure out a way of like trying to do like a staggered way of doing money. It's not very easy, because obviously the first major counter, this one here, is really looking at like pulling counterfeit notes. So obviously I've gone through all of these and I've basically made sure that there's no marked notes in here at all. And now I need to go through all counterfeit. So counterfeit's going to come out the first machine. So all counterfeit notes are going to be coming out of this one into the trolley. Everything else afterwards I'm just going to keep as normal. So what I'm actually going to do first is we're going to go to, the best part about doing this though is I don't ever have to change the currencies on these machines ever again, because now I'm kind of thinking I should have done this a really long time ago. So we're going to do this for yen, and then we're going to do this for euro. So we're going to do euro there, and then we're going to do this one there, and then we're going to do the euro there, and then we're going to stick another pallet here. So got to line this up with this right about, I think it's about there. I mean, the best way I can test this quickly is just whack this through here. Maybe back a little bit further. Definitely needs to go back a little bit further. Cool. So we'll chuck that on there. Pick this up. Bring it back. Stick this all back through it. Push start. I think we are perfect there, Jim. Fantastic. Right, let me just go and get another pallet. So the reason why I needed the extra pallets is because the next machine, obviously, we're going to be sticking out another load of money. So in this one, euros are going to be going into there, and then dollars are going to be spat out onto here. The reason why we need another section of euro, and we need another dollar amount, is because the dollar, stupidly, and I'm not a big fan of this, is the only currency that has a bloody $10 note. And if it's got a $10 note, it's going to cause a few more problems, and you're just like, oh man. So there we are. As long as nothing spills over the edge on that, we're completely fine. That's completely fine. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Now let me just go and get my other counter, because this thing's really heavy. And if I'm doing like mass amounts of currency like this, it's best just to keep picking up bundles and then chucking it in the machine, picking up another bundle, chucking it in until it's all sorted, basically. And this does mean it's gonna, oh, you smegger. Yep, I saw it as well. Don't worry. So first off, I'm going to turn off the counterfeit click on the back. Right, awesome. So this one has to go back a little bit. So we only have to go back kind of, I would say that's probably enough actually. We'll run another test, get this all sorted. Looks like it's good to me. I don't think it ever misses at the front of the line, it always misses towards the back. I might bring it forward just a little bit more. And there we go. Yeah, I think just a tiny bit, tiny bit forward, and we'll be all right. So I want to say, there will do. Perfect. Oh no, hold on. Just, yeah, that will do. All right, cool. Now we just need the last pallet, and the last pallet is literally for $10 notes. That's all it's going to be used for. $10 notes. All right. Get this load. Stick it in here. So this is for dollars. That's for dollars, and that's for dollars. Maybe a tiny step forward. Perfect. Right, that's all done then. Now I need to order a shed ton of tape, and that's going to be a lot. So, tape. If I grab a pallet, pallets are really heavy. Okay, how much can I order in one big run? I'm going to order all 100. Cool, that'll be here soon. Awesome. And whilst that's all going to be running, yeah, it's I'm going to be running these machines completely now. I don't have to change them anymore. I've literally just got the ones I need. We've got them set up how I need it, and we're all good. I think this is basically how I'm going to be doing all my sorting from now on. Mainly just because it's probably the only way I can really do this efficiently and have like a decent amount going at the same time. So all that's going to be done. And I'm just going to start leaving my pallets in the middle of the floor now because I kind of need them for there. Kind of saw that coming. So the reason why I bought 100 of these is because I'm going to be racking through a lot of money. And I'm using 3 machines now. Kind of just makes sense. Any more? I didn't realize I could pick up 100 of these. Alright, cool. I'll, yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Now, I was watching the dude on here, and he was saying how he stacks up his cash. And basically what he does is he packs it all himself. And what you do from there is you basically just run around with a pack of this, going click, 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 and it drops on the floor or drops on the table in front of you. And then you just keep sorting out cash. Now this guy had, I mean, the video, I can't remember where I saw it. It was basically like one of the most efficient machine kind of setups that I've ever seen. It was messy. In my honest opinion, it was a messy setup. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I kind of give him the kudos for the grind, you know, because that's a lot of like messing around. So yeah, some of this kind of comes from that idea. I wanted to set this up where it's a little bit more efficient. I'm able to just kind of bundle money from one machine to another now and be like, yeah, okay, I'm good. I can just do this and, you know, slot it in and it's okay. And I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, that's better. And then from there I can just go click on here, drag another bundle in. When this one's full, take a load of money, chuck it in there, and then we're just going to keep going. Alright, well that's the plan. This is what I'm doing now. This is how I'm going to be doing it, and yeah, I need to sort out all this cash now, and then we can go from there. Because once it's all bundled up and done, I can restack all my stuff over there. I've even considered trying to like think of a different way of like setting that up over. I'm not quite sure where I'm going right now, but yeah, I think maybe that might be ideal for me. I don't know. I'll have to kind of figure something out. I might use these. These are really handy. They're heavy but handy. I can kind of stack stuff underneath them and have kind of like a work table on top. So I mean, I know it's taken a really long time for me to do this, but this is kind of just something that my brain's kind of just ticking into. I'm like, we need to start working out how to make things work a bit faster and a little bit better and just make things work happier. So yeah, kind of in this kind of little mood of moving things around and doing things properly. And it's all good. So yeah, I'll be back after I've done all this, and maybe at the end I'll kind of figure out another like way of setting up an office over there as well. Catch you in a bit, guys. And welcome back. And that was, in fairness, a long bloody time. I've spent a long time doing stuff. Now, you may ask yourself, why am I cutting my packages open again? Why am I being such an idiot? And why is this a big thing? Well, this is because, so what I've done is I've taken a couple of notes from different people's videos, different comments saying that I should do this, 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 and this. And I've kind of created my own little way of doing stuff. Now, I know it's not perfect, and I've got to be honest, the cellophane wrapping idea was pretty much on par with what I would have gone down as a solid idea. But I'm never keeping that many notes in hand all the time. So what I did is I've bought 3 machines, and we've got this all changed up, and I bought this one. I bought another one of these because I was like, you know what, I kind of like the fact that I had them. And yes, I know I've kept them down here, and this is kind of like a museum to me. So I bought new things so I could use them, you know, that sort of thing. But what I decided was that the way that I used to set it up when it came to pallets, I couldn't just pick up like, so the problem with putting stuff all on pallets all the time is that you have to take, when you take off like 6 loads of cash, you have to take off a whole bundle. And I'm like, that's kind of annoying. And I saw somebody using like benches to kind of straighten out their cash. And I was like, why aren't I doing that? Why am I not actually like doing that sort of thing where I can just go, right, I'm going to take 6 bundles off and do that? I decided to buy all these workstations. Now I know you can't really see it properly because it is dark in here, so let me just turn on the lights. Each one of these is a bundle of certain currency. So we've got yen down the front, we've got euro down the back, and we've got the dollar around the back over here because, well, dollar's a pain in the ass, and it comes with 4 sets of notes, and I don't like it. Kind of wish it just had 3, but there we go. Now, having them on these workbenches gives me a bit more of a clearer area to work with. So if I need like $65,000, instead of just taking off bundles off of a pallet and being like, oh, I've got all this money I can take count, I can just count them off of here anyway. Yes, I should have been doing this a long time ago. I really should have. But, you know, in my stubborn, horrific ways of playing games, and people always saying you're doing things wrong, you're doing things wrong, I do things my own way until I kind of work out, yes, I was doing things wrong, and then I will, you know, I'll carry on, I'll change things, and I'll do that. So the way that I've got this set up now is kind of where I'm at. I'm all good, which means I've got all these pallets. I don't know what, so I'm thinking what I might have to do is just stack them here and just hope that I don't have to use all of them ever again. The plus side is it just means that I've done things a little bit differently now. I've changed the way I'm working, and it is kind of helping a little bit better. I did get through that big bundle of cash a lot faster as well by using 3 different machines. It keeps you on your toes a bit, but at the end of the day, it worked. And that means that the way that I'm doing things now is a little bit more optimized for how I need it to be, and how I want it to be, and how everything is going to be in the future. It just means that I'm okay now. You know, moving from pallets to tables is not a big problem, but it was the way that I did it for so long that I don't want to change things. And that's just how I am. I've always been like this. Even if you go back to my Hybridsteel days when people used to criticize the way I used to play the game, it was just because it's the way that I played the game. And I can give you tips and hints and, you know, how to do this and how to do that, but at the end of the day, playing the game your way is how you should play video games. You can take tips and hints with a pinch of salt, right? You can say, oh, you know, this is okay, this way is okay, and this way is okay. But, you know, telling people that this is the best way to do things is not always the best way to do things, because someone else might sit there and just go, well, actually, I do it like this, and it works out better. And that's kind of how that's kind of, you know, what I see. So for the way that I do things, when people say, hey, you should do it like this, it's like, what? I don't want to. I'm quite happy doing it. Even maybe my way may be a little bit long and convoluted, but it just works for me. The way that we play games, the way we're happy, is our way of doing things. So if you do one thing one way and I do it a different way, we're both right and wrong at the same time, because the way that me and you play it might actually be different from the way that someone else plays it. There might be some people out there with such a chaotic mind that they've just got massive piles of money, and that big pile of money in the safe is $100 bills. The big pile of money in the corner next to the ramp is $50 bills. And they might just be so chaotically minded that that's just how they play it. We can sit there and say, oh my God, this is not how I would do things. And you'll be correct. That's not how you would do it. But that's how that person does it. So when I was stacking things up on pallets, yes, that's how I was doing it for a long time. But now I don't need to, because after seeing somebody else actually show an example of the working and it actually being easier, then I'm going to adopt that as well. So these work counters are $140 each. They're in the inventory. Use them as you like, mate. You know, I don't care what you do with them. At the end of the day, it's how I'm going to carry on playing the game. And if I do want to sit there and make like a bundle of $100,000, like, or this one, I'll just bundle up the whole lot, I can put it on the shelf underneath. And that means I've got loose notes up here, bundled cash down here, which genuinely would make things a little bit more happier. Now, when it comes to these bits over here, I've got all these like side notes. I'm going to call them side notes because they're literally on the side. I don't know where to put them anymore, so got to find a home. I don't really use the safe much anymore, so I suppose we could just lump them over there, but then we've run out of room there as well. Well, I don't know. I'll figure something out and I'll find a home for them, but at the end of the day, it's all good. I'll figure that out when I get there. Now, one thing I will say is out of that entire bundle of cash, there was a couple of notes that came back as game marked, which was completely fine. And there was also a small amount of counterfeit as well. And that is, that's mainly dollars and yen. So they go on my counterfeit pile. Yay. And I'm all good. So yeah, sorting out my inventory. I added to this as well. So I now have the FDI marking up there. All is good. I've only got three more to go. And yeah, apart from that, I'm doing all right. So yeah, changing things from pallets to these things, pretty much cool. Means I can count faster and do things. I'm still really confused by this $50 note, right? So I've been playing this, what, for a couple of hours now, to sort all this crap out. I want to see if this still happens. This is the most confusing thing I've ever seen, if this happens again. Obviously that one happened. Oh, I wonder if that was the same thing. It does, it still falls to one side. So does that one. There we go. I've now got two special notes that I can guarantee will not go into this one here. And that's really obscure. Or is it maybe because it's off center? Let's just try that and see what happens. Let's move this over one. One made it, one didn't. There we go. They both made it. Well, there you are. I'm basically done now. We fixed the problem. I still don't know why it was only affecting one or two notes out of every single bundle. But apart from that, we're all good. So until my next video, live stream, or whatever else I do, thank you very much for kicking by. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification button below. And if you've made it this far, underneath this video, there will be a little tab that says hype. Go check it out, because if you hype this video, and it is for free, this video might do a little bit better. So thank you very much if you do become a part of the Hype Clan, and we'll go from there. So until then, I'm going to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye for now.